A possible lead in a double murder that's haunted Delphi since February. State police are calling 31-year-old Daniel Nations a person of interest after his arrest in Colorado on unrelated charges. Our Tricia Harte following this story. We know, Tricia, there have been thousands of tips, but what right now is the next step?
State police investigators say they are waiting to examine Nation's DNA sample and check his alibi for the day 13-year-old Abby Williams and 14-year-old Libby German were found murdered alongside the Delphi historic trails. We know Nations was arrested 10 days after that in Johnson County. To the right, a composite sketch of the person of interest in this double homicide, described as having reddish-brown hair between 5'6" and 5'10". Authorities in Colorado charged Nations yesterday after he allegedly threatened people with a hatchet near a popular hiking trail. His arrest prompted a call to the Indiana State Police, who confirmed they are looking into Nations as a person of interest. Family of the murdered teens have been praying for answers and say they are still waiting for the truth to come out.
We will take whatever it takes to make sure we have the right person, to make sure he is the right person.
Nations is currently listed as homeless, but Fox 59 learned he worked at a family farm in Martinsville back in 2015. His former employer tells us he seemed nice but had a temper and claimed he threatened them with a hatchet. Eventually, the authorities got involved. And beyond that, we know he is a convicted sex offender. He has previous convictions here in Indiana for drug possession as well as domestic battery.
Yeah, I know a lot of people want to see a big break in this case, but I think investigators right now are saying they're just not there yet.
And they're being cautious. I mean, they've had thousands of tips over the past 7.5 months. And so far, nothing definitively links Nations to their investigation of this double homicide. Of course, DNA is a priority. Checking out his alibi is a priority. And of course, that sketch, I mean, that's drawn thousands of pictures alone to be submitted. So they want to be cautious. They want to be thorough, and they've vetted everything. So this is just the latest lead. And a lot of people are looking at it with a lot of optimism.
Yeah, just doing it step by step.
Exactly.
Tricia, thank you. Hey.